What's going on there, guys? This is HM here again. We're going to be featuring an actual creation map. I'll put the link to download it. Yeah, real quick. It's by DENNISBUILDS. That's his name in online who created it. Like I said, I'll put a link in the bottom for you guys to play it yourself. It's called, or for you guys to view it yourself. Get some more information on the island. It's called Ashwick. The Lonely Isle. The Lonely Island, my bad. I don't know why I put isle, or said isle. As you can see, you can fly a lot faster. I don't know what he did, but it's very handy. I will say there is a lot of content into this, so I would recommend going down in your frames, only because I'm used to this, guys. Only because I put it at I usually do max, but it's kind of hard to do with max. Now, as you see, you do fly a lot faster, so I'm just gonna kind of do it slow. Oh, doesn't have to maybe have that on. Here, guys. Put on peaceful, so a little bit less lag for us. That might help you guys out. As you can see, the pillars and everything are greatly detailed. Again, if you guys ever want to use this for a spawn base, you can. Or at least I believe it is. I haven't double checked. I haven't double checked to see what he's allowed with it. You see, they got even down to you're looking at like a waterfall for, you know, one of those powered windmills. And let alone he still has all your basics. You know, your wood finished platforms, all the basics, and then you always got your central hub right here. I'm not gonna lie, looking at this tree and usually this area in general, it kind of reminds me of Avatar, like the movie, with, not the anime. I don't know why, it just does. But yeah, they give you a lot of neat little adventures here. It's nothing like crazy different than usually a lot of regular builds. Not gonna lie, it still takes in the old Minecraft technique of like slabs and stuff like that. Nothing really new, but it's the way that he places them and everything, and the creativity that he puts into it. This is kind of weird that it stops right there. It doesn't fully go onto it, but it still gets you there. It still does its purpose. This is really nice though that he put this type of blocks here to allow it to give it that nice feel that it has. Along with that too, the random pillars, or not random, but the placed pillars really bring out the decor in the face of the mountain that they have there. And just your little village down here. And the other thing I don't know is if he actually has anything within these buildings, or if it's just, yeah, okay, it's just ice within them. So you obviously would have to, if you were to use this for a spawn, you would need to, well, you don't have to do anything, you could block them out, but if you'd want it to be a little bit nicer, you would want to put something in there, for that matter. Now, if you were to go up to these pillars, again, all the pillars are the same way from the looks of it. All rounded wise, just depends on how round it is, and they're like the buildings, nothing in them. Maybe this one might, no, it's just blocked off with wood. Sorry guys, the flying is really hard to use here, and I really don't know how to slow that down. No offense. And sadly, you can't go through this wall. Kind of cool if there's something within there, but let alone from how much it took him to do all this, it doesn't surprise me that he slacked in some areas. This right here is actually really cool, getting the whole face in there and then applying all that dirt, or all those blocks. I forget, I'm sorry guys, I don't actually know the name of this off the top of my head. I'll see if I can find it here for you guys, just so you guys know what it is, and for me, for future, I know what it is. See if I can find it quickly here. It might be, I don't think it's polished. I don't think it's that. I can never pronounce its name. I always just call it Dorito. It's not snow. No, I think it's just standard clay. The way he works with the clay and puts it up to the top, it actually looks really cool. I'm gonna call it clay. It might be clay. It might not be clay, guys. So please don't hate me for that. Again, just more pillars. He keeps the same theme going on with the type of wood. Sure, you're kind of going from a giant building switch here to immediate pillars like this. But it's the fact that he still works it in nicely. You stick in with the same type of wood and it kind of just blends in so that it doesn't look like just some random thing. And then the pillars again leading right here are really nice as well. Now right here looks really cool as well. It gives you your whole olden time field. You got your ladder going all the way up from the ground, or at least from right there, that is. You got your little meeting station, got your staircase doing all that. And then just the fact that it's meant to stay here and turn this whole mech along with this right here. Again, just pulling in some, not new world technology, but pulling in the old technology just to do a drawbridge from the looks of it. I think this is supposed to be a drawbridge, but I'm not 100%. I like the way he digs into the mountain to make it all seem flourish. And then you come over here, and again, it looks pretty cool. He adds the webs for the smoke effects everywhere. Just the way it looks right here, you know, you got the whole gear going around. Actually, I think it's meant to be a clock. Yeah, it's a clock. You got the whole clock going around. You got the clouds out. You even got your smoke clouds out over here as well. All this goes into just one giant clock. Really, that's all it really goes into. And then just the way he designs the circles within there and connecting them all, just makes the decor look amazing. And they're all different as well. And then you get down here, and then he does the belts, the way the belts look and everything. Now, if they had belts that big, that'd be kind of ridiculous. And then again, he's using bedrock. The way he decors makes the gears look. It just makes it look real appealing and really amazing. Don't actually know what a lot of this stuff is. Sorry, guys. And also, really sorry about this flying again. I don't know how to change it, and it's kind of a difficult thing to maneuver. I haven't fully gotten used to it. Although I only looked at this map right now. So now then, when you get over here as well, the gear with the belts, you know, everything as usual, as we've been seeing throughout the entirety of this map, all for this clock, with this giant turner gear right here. I don't actually know what this is used for, what it's meant to be used for, but just the way it appeals and looks, actually looks really cool. At first, when I first gave it a look, I thought it was meant for like something like this, but I actually don't see it leading or touching any type of water of any sort. Actually just kind of there. So I really don't know what it's meant to be used for. And then this tree right here, again, he's keeping the whole seamless thing going with the giant trees. And then, yeah, the land. So you can see a lot of this was handmade, even the islands, even a lot of this he may have used some spawning to get a bunch of stuff in there, but this is what it mostly looks like. And then again, just the whole design layout, you know, the way he does it, the way he makes it all look, makes it look like an antique clock and everything at the same time. It's just really appealing, and to most of you Minecraft people or Minecraft players who enjoy art and stuff like that, this is definitely going to be something I would recommend for you guys to at least take a look at. It is a lot to look at, I will say that though. And the flying though, it is a little bit difficult. You can go onto the ground and walk like normal, but I really don't think that would be a good idea, considering a lot of these islands are not really attached, and you're gonna have to take your time to go around with them all. And then once you get into the jungle area, he even adds the effects of this canyon and just the bridge right along. Again, he's always keeping everything pretty seamless, and then just the nice vines giving it that old look to it, as well as just your inside canyons here. I haven't actually explored much inside of this cave, so I really can't say much. I know it's probably going to be all the same way as we've been seeing out there, all seamlessly stuck together. Or not stuck together, but it's just keeping it all one type of pattern. And then again, you know, you got all your wheat right here, all of your carrots over here, like just the mass farms that he has, keeping with the old way, just kind of going straight up the hill, not really worrying about destroying anything. And then he has these little like lamppost stuff like these, with a cobblestone trail leading around is actually really cool as well. Keeping it all together, looking at more farms like the potato one right there. Again, it's just the way he does it all makes it seem really nice. And then you get over here, and then you kind of got this little castle here. I really don't know what it really does with the whole thing. The color, it's really red when you get over there compared to right here, let alone it might just be the way I'm looking. No, it's a lot more red with a lot of these towers. But again, it still looks amazing. I want to say it doesn't fully blend in with the way the rest of it is. It's more gear based. It's more like olden style. Where this, when you look at it, it's kind of more repetitive, newer style. You got your standard sideways bridge, you got your standard pillars going up, but I think at this point it's just kind of repetition, and it kind of looks like he's tried to mash a lot of it together. Let alone, I could be wrong, it still looks amazing. I'm not bashing it. I think this looks great. If you really wanted a spawn piece, you could just take that little piece right there and it would be amazing. Or this whole thing right here, again, would be an amazing spawn. Really big, really huge. Don't really recommend it for a spawn in a, I want to say in a faction server, or really, I want to say if you're going to be using this whole thing for a spawn, it would have to be in a server that's just creative and allows you to do whatever you want, except for maybe punishing PvP. If not, I would even like open this up in a LAN world and say, guys, let's build off of this, and get creative. Everyone adds their own little part to it. Let alone, it will bog down after a while, considering the fact that when I set this thing to max frames, my computer lags. So it's kind of, or max chunks, I mean, sorry, not max frames. My computer lags a little bit, but it's totally up to you guys what you want to do with it, or even if you just want to give it a quick look at. But yeah, Dennis has really gone out of his way with this. Just that the glass look, the inside decor, making it so that everything that you could possibly go into at least looks cool, except for the bell, where, unless it's supposed to be a trap, but where's the little bell on the inside? Let alone the entire map itself looks amazing. Again, guys, I'm gonna put this in the bottom for you guys to download it yourself. Take a look at this amazing map by Dennis. Yeah, this piece right here, as much as I was kind of saying it kind of looks repetitive, it still looks amazing. The only reason I say it looks repetitive is because if this was the first piece you look at, it looks amazing. But if you looked at the entire island, this kind of looks like more of a repetitive piece. Gives you your little pillars along with that same type of wood, but let alone he kind of gives you that inside depth, which we did with the mountain there. He did it on a much larger scale over there and kind of made it a little bit smaller type of deal. Now if you were to go over here, take a look at the island itself still looks amazing. The way he has it all work well with the rest of the map, you know, keeping up with the big trees. These trees are not like regular trees. They definitely were either he spawned the trees in, or he made them up himself, which if he was to do that, that'd be really cool. A lot of work, really in detail, that way. But again, a lot of work, but he really adds a lot of character to this island, I will say. Makes so that everything itself is all seamless and that everything just works well with each other. It's not just, oh yeah, we're gonna add this here because we feel like it type thing. Oh yeah, you see there's a lot to load, especially when you're going around and stuff like. Sorry, I'm like going back and forth, guys. I'm trying to find something here that I saw earlier that I didn't get to go through. This thing right here. I believe this just goes right over here. Yeah, all it does is bring us right over here, which is just more of the ground right there. Again, more cities, more buildings, not cities, buildings. you guys take a look at. But yeah, guys, this is Ashwick, the Lonely Island, that made by DENNISBUILDS. This place is amazing. I would definitely recommend giving it a look at, if not a download. Again, I'll put the link in the bottom so you guys so you guys can have a look at it yourself. Alright, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also guys, if you want to send me your maps, I can feature them, give them a quick look at, see how they are. I won't be able to get to all of them though, so I'll do my best to get to it. Alright, so on that note, thank you. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Have a good night, guys.